Welcome to the desert of the real.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Tom Suri, and this is Zero News. And I actually had a load of things I wanted to say to you, and I've been stopped in my tracks by a couple of things. The one that you can laugh at and I can't is the one that the really expensive microphones I just got, the really expensive wireless microphones I just got, just dropped them down the toilet. They're not waterproof. Nice one. But that's actually not what's got me shaking to the bone with just enough to that stage. So I honestly don't know anymore if trying to show you what I'm about to show you is going to cause me problems. I make no claims. There's a lack of context. There's a lack of other things that you don't know in this video. Nevertheless, from the audio and from the visuals, I just want to see your reaction, because this, on top of everything else, it's like I keep wondering when there's a line to fuck. This is, I don't know. For me, this is the one. This is just the straw that broke the camel's back. So again, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea. I don't want to lose this channel because this is the mainstream channel, the one where I can get you to go to other places. So, but I can't not. So let's see. And I'm going to give no preface, nothing. Just bang. You watch it and you tell me.
My house. That is William, right?
Come on. It's not William.
Yes, it is.
It's not
It's my house.
Well,
Get out of my house. I did not ask you in here. Get out.
We could have forced the door if you didn't open it.
For
It's
what
like-
offence? For what offence?
Because of suspicion that you have people within the address that do not belong here.
I am a woman of this land, right?
Women of this land are not,
Listen.
doesn't matter.
Strong
Get your
man.
hand
No,
out
but
of
strong
here.
man. Get out of my face. Get your fucking body out of my fucking house.
Absolutely not. You
Right
shoot me
now.
again, I'm going to lift you for a breach of the
No.
peace.
Right,
just
right.
stop it,
In my
man.
Wait
house.
up. Yes.
In my house. I
Yes.
do not think so.
Oh, trust me.
What's
I promise you.
wrong?
What the fuck is wrong with you, mate?
Right, no.
Mum,
Hey.
no, please, my mum, no, please stop it, my leg, no, please stop it, She's got anxiety, she's just been at hospital, she's just been at hospital, what is going on? She's just been in hospital. Get off of her! She's got epilepsy! She's got epilepsy! What are you doing?
Right. So I've just seen some of you have seen it. I don't know about how it makes you feel, but sorry, this is quite far behind the mainstream. I don't know how you feel, but with I can't even say the words anymore. With us being kept in our houses as prisoners all the time, with no proof that it works, with people being arrested like Tommy at Speaker's Corner and many others. I've seen people myself time and time again beaten with batons and everything else, and you kind of think that maybe you'll become desensitized to it and there'll come a point where it just won't mean so much. That is unacceptable, completely unacceptable. I don't know about you, but I mean, look, right, for a start, if I have to break this, I don't think I need to break this down for an audience like you, but to break this down, just the kids alone. You're telling me they couldn't handle that in a better situation as to not have those kids that upset? That's trauma right there. We talk so many times about people having traumas and they don't even know where they've come from. Those are the moments that create them. Right there. Those kids don't deserve none of that. And they're coming. You heard what they said on the audio, why they were there, what their problem was. There's no mystery there. There's no, oh, but you also might be selling drugs. No, there was none of that there. what we've seen on the streets, I haven't ever been okay with, but I've almost made up for logically in my head by saying, look, we're there. They know we're there for a reason. I try and balance it out on some scales, even though it's not really doable. But I try in my head. You can't balance this shit. Now you're going into someone's home. You've already said, oh, by the way, you can't have sex, or it's against the law now to have sex, so we'll fine you. We'll tell you how to be in your house and all this other stuff, whilst forcing fear down you. And I noticed again that we had another government with another speech saying, run for the hills, panic, 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 right? Which is unprecedented. I don't care if it's a plane falling from the sky, if it's people blowing themselves up in the street. It doesn't matter what it is. What does every government always say? Calm, calm. Please don't panic. Please don't overreact. Please this. Please. It's always calm. It's always calm. This has been pure state-sponsored fear. But that's not fear. What you've just seen. That goes one further. That is state-sponsored control by any means necessary, it would seem. So we see it on the streets now. Now it's coming into your home. Now how real does it feel? Forget what I do and don't know about this, maybe conspiracy and that. What I do know is that our powers have been getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. We have watched this. We have commentated on this. We have spectated this. Some have tried to fight it. Nevertheless, it's been one steady flow of a loss of freedom, even before all of this madness. This is a way of doing it so that we can't even fight back. I have had totally enough. And then the real bad news comes from me in as much as I'm like, right, bollocks to this. I've got to go out and I've got to go and do what I do. Not provoke, not go and try and cause an argument, but to try and be in some of these places, to try and see if my friendly demeanor normally is enough, or whether jerks are jerks. And that's the thing, you see. I don't go out to prod people, because if they're prickly enough, they'll just come and prod you. Those are the ones I want. Those are the ones I want. So what I want to just tell you quickly is I am shaking. I am shaking, I tell you. I've never been like this on camera before. What I do want to tell you is that I am within a X amount of time, the lockdown is going to affect the travel from where I am to such a point as to be zero travel available. None. Zero. I didn't know there was any going at all, but it's down to a drip, but it's going to stop very, very soon. So I'm going to do my best to take a very short trip out very, very soon. I've had a couple of people who might be able to help, might be able to do something, but the mission is to try and find more of this, or to see how I am treated, one way or the other. And there's plenty of other things and as well to see if there's anybody around who wants to talk about it. If there's if anybody knows of any legitimate stories like this, legitimate, that we can check out, we need to talk about it. This platform is ridiculous now. I am jumping around my words. This is not how I like to operate. This is not me. This is not me. I'll be honest with you. I would give them that. But the problem is, what people won't accept, who are more technical than others, or who are more into their social media than others, that what they don't accept is that the majority of people, the mainstream, where you get your most numbers from, no matter who you are, from Tommy Robinson to just me, right? The mainstream of YouTube users is there because YouTube is the king. And they are there because it's on every TV, every device, everything, and they don't need to do much to use it. If they log into the Google account, they're in. So they use YouTube, and and people have said to me, no, 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 there's loads of different ways to access it. And I'm like, I know, but listen to the mainstream. And the mainstream people will pop up from time and time again and say, yeah, that's me. That's me. If it's not on YouTube, I won't watch it. And so until the day when YouTube kicks us all off together, and that's why the mistake I'm hoping they'll make, rather than kicking us off one by one, I'm hoping they purge us all at once. Because if they do, there will suddenly be a need for the content that nobody can find on YouTube anymore. That could actually grow the competition. Right now, people have got a reason to stay around at YouTube because they can still always find something they like. YouTube purge everything worth watching off of here. That'll be the only way I could really see an alternate platform coming up quick by itself, just driven by the market. But anyway, sorry, I'm going way off base. So yeah, so before I am stuck here, because the only way I'm going to be able to get out of here for the next couple of months after I've done this particular thing is if I can get a lift somewhere, which is almost going to be impossible. So I'm going to be making a lot of videos from here. I'm going to be trying to get as far as I can around here, because there are places I can get to. I tried to get one today, it was just too cold. And obviously there's a lot of videos I want to make. It's not like a shortage of things to do, but I partly because I'm not in favour of all of this, and partly just because I'm so frustrated now that they can come in homes and do that, and we can't even go out protest it. We can't do anything, because the excuse for everything right now, and I mean everything, why your burger tastes of horse is the big global bastard. That is the reason for everything right now. It's taken over from Europe as the main excuse for why nothing correct happens. Regardless of where you sit on the spectrum, I don't know about you, I'm fucking sick of it. Absolutely fucking sick of it. And I don't even give a fuck anymore who does and doesn't stand up, who does and doesn't get accounted for, blah, blah, blah. All I know is I have limits on what I can do, but I am going to do what I can when I can. And that starts now. And then I'm going to be looking for ways through or around this lockdown the entire time that it's going, and so on, you know. I just, again, I'm, you know, this is the thing. I've just seen Kaylee's comment there. This is the thing you've got to understand. You know, you've seen bits of Kaylee's videos. I've seen them before they were edited. I've seen chunks. I've seen, and I've listened. You know, and while there's things that you could say are only part evidence, there are things that are quite well, just plain as day. And it's not just Kaylee, it's other things as well. It's just everything. And even, you know, it wouldn't even matter what I believe. The police thing has been something that, even going back to demos last year, they were getting really handy with their truncheons and stuff. But it's just what they're doing now. I've seen them bullying old people. I've seen them, you know, again, you should not give people power and expect them not to wield it like a fucking chainsaw, because most people can't handle it, and that includes the police, especially these days. You know, I'm hearing more and more people, even on our side now, frighteningly talking about defunding the police. No matter how bad, no, re-fucking set them. Things need resetting. I think that's obvious. You know, there was oaths they took. There was a certain amount of training they had to take. You know, it wasn't about quotas. It was about ability. You know, like most other things, it's been corrupted into this mess. And, you know, don't forget as well, probably many of you are like me, got that Sadiq Khan fucking BLM power symbol from fucking Black Power, Black supremacy. Yeah, just to be clear, from our own capital on New Year's Eve, still stuck fresh in my mind. So we're virtue signaling to the world about our about our virtues and everything else. We are we are allowing our police force, well, telling our police force to go into houses and other people's homes. I don't know about you, but I think that when it comes to the territory of your home, if you haven't committed a crime, I don't think it should matter whether it's a policeman walks through the door or whoever, right? I don't think it should matter. I think everybody should have a right not to have their back against the wall if they've done nothing wrong. And let alone be set upon like that. That's absolutely disgusting. There's absolutely no way you could, again, if you could play me a longer tape and you could show me something that had made that happen, but even so, it would still be two wrongs making a right, because their attitude was wrong, their action was wrong. There's just no way of justifying it. There's no way of justifying those kids being the way that they were. You know, I have without this is not a this could come across wrong. I have been in one of those kids' shoes, just that moment. Yeah, I get it. And the police doing that to your children, you know, your fuck up's your own, but the police doing that to your children, coming in and doing that, it's terrifying. And they shouldn't have the right to do this for COVID. I've said it now. Now I'm going to get taken down. Well, should they be allowed? Should they be allowed to do that? I think we know the answer. I'm going to just catch up your comments, and then I'm going to go, because honestly, I could just punch this camera straight off of here right now. Like I say, it didn't help dropping my fucking microphone, but that's not really the main irritation. Let me just catch up with you, and I'm sorry, I don't normally come on like this, but I couldn't calm myself down, so bollocks. Yeah, I thought just before I came on, I thought I'll whack a green screen up, because I've got a lot of work to do an hour afterwards. So I thought I'll whack a green screen up, and it's only a basic one. And then I thought I'll have because I'd seen some animated ship designs that you could have for when you edit a video, but when we do it live like this, because we're using StreamYard, it can only do still pictures. So I just grabbed a couple that I really liked, and I'm going to keep using them, I think, just to give you that, you know, not in my kitchen kind of epic feel. So I'm fucked off. And the only thing I will say is that Danny Roscoe is out there killing it, absolutely killing it. So is Kaylee, and there are a few people. I mean, a lot of people are stuck in the mud at the moment. Understandable. And like I say, by the way, I'm telling you, I'm going out to film something. I have absolutely no idea whether I'll get any of what it is that I'm trying to film. That's the same as anything that we try and do. It could be a complete and utter waste of time, but I would rather take the risk of wasting time than to take the risk of regretting that, not even bothering to do anything. I can't stand it anymore. If I see one more thing like that, and I knew I could have taken a trip and I didn't, that's going to kill me more. So bollocks. We're going to be, like I say, I'm not even going to say the day, I'm not going to say the time, but I'm going to be busy, and you'll see when. And we'll see what can happen. And yeah, because I don't know. Like I say, I'm not going to cause trouble, but I am going to catch anybody out who is being a freaking Gestapo police officer. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want them on camera if they're going to be that way. So anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not really holding it together, so I should call it a day here. So thanks for your comments. Thanks for watching, and I literally am sorry I'm not more articulate. I have been completely stumped by that video. It's very rare I'm out of words or can't get my mind past something, but honestly, it's just yeah, I'm gonna get off before I embarrass myself. But I will say thanks all for joining, and keep an eye out, because you will see something from me very soon. And you'll see what I'm up to and where we're going and everything else. For now, I am Tom Fury, and this is Zero News, my friends, and I'm calling it a day for now.
Welcome to the desert.